What is this distance, bro? You're just chilling at the other half of the forest in the fog of war, and you're like,
Hi.
okay, and now you're dead. Hello. Like, what's the
That's
counter
item,
to
guys.
this?
That's an item for 2
Yeah.
harder than League of Legends? Well,
Is it?
let's find out. The common consensus among the MOBA community seems to be that Dota is
I played once Dota, and some guy just appeared on my screen and he killed
the
me.
harder title. But
And I
many of
only
you
sold.
made it clear in the comments on my recent video that you wanted me to give Dota a try and put this
Like,
theory
literally
to the
invisible,
test,
dude. Just
which is
spawn,
why
kill me.
over the past 5 days, I tried Dota 2 from the perspective of a 10-year League vet. To answer the question, is Dota harder than League of Legends? On day 1, I launched Dota for the first time. Oh
You guys want full cam?
So loud.
Let's go full cam.
And was greeted by something absolutely beautiful. A proper tutorial. But because I'm an absolute degenerate, I
The thing
decided
is,
to
Dota looks so like it looks so messy, man. I'm so lost.
play my first game in the new player mode before doing any of the tutorials. Because content. Oh shit. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. I decided to try out the hero Juggernaut. As, to be honest, he's the only guy I really recognized because I remember seeing him on the box art. I don't know what my abilities do. I know nothing. And that game didn't go nearly as bad as I was expecting it to. Okay, got him.
It looks like World of Warcraft.
As you watch me kill a bunch of bots for sport, I wanted to let you all know that I'm giving away $25 of RP to one of my subscribers who comments on this video.
If they just
Make
made it
sure
look
to
better.
subscribe, drop a like, and tell me in the comments down below what are your thoughts on Dota 2 versus League of Legends. All the details for the contest will be down in the description below. After scratching my gamer itch and winning my first Dota game, I had no idea what I was doing, but it was fun. I started the tutorial missions, which is where the differences between Dota and League really started to rear their head for me. Here's a list of just a few of those things that I noticed right off the bat.
One thing that I like about Dota compared to League is really like dumbed down. You know, there's not that many mechanics. There's no as many cool items. Back in the day when League was like season 1 and 2, there was so many cool items that you could build. You know, there's so many different mechanics, and now it's just like
Number 1, you heal in this game by eating trees. Number
that's
2,
so cool.
Dota's Flash is an item called Blink Dagger that has a 15-second cooldown and a range that looks like this. Excuse me? Number 3, there is no recall.
that
Your
seems
items
broken.
are brought to you by a little flying donkey. I fly my
See, that's so cool.
Number 4, you can teleport around the map using this town scroll thing, and it is just completely broken. I can just buy a 6-minute cooldown from the store for 100 gold. Number 5, abilities are crazy overpowered and do shit like this.
Yeah, that's one
And number
thing.
6, you can
Abilities are so broken. Like you just be chilling under your tower and then boom, the whole team just spawns and kills you.
disenchant your items to create new ones. The tutorial
That'd
honestly
make me
did a great
rage.
job comparing and contrasting the really high level or basic differences between the two games. Due to its length and me not downloading the game beforehand, I wasn't able to complete the full tutorial on day 1. So I kept grinding away on day 2 until I finished the tutorial, and on the very last mission,
2
I
days
was
to
told to head
finish,
into Dota's PvP mode. I thought
tutorial?
after spending hours inside Dota's tutorial, I surely must be ready for this. Right? Oh, our first game. Here we go. Well,
And defeat.
I'm gonna just let you watch the game. There we go. Why is Wukong on my team? What? Okay, I'm landing with Wukong, guys. There he is.
League just straight up like ripped off the character.
Help me, buddy.
I mean, League has a history of ripping off
What?
Valorant. CS:GO.
Huh? What? Oh my god, stop stunning
Yeah, that
me.
was literally. Yeah, you just die.
Oh, no. Whoa, hey.
And the thing is, I feel like they outscale you
over
so
my
much.
first and second game,
Like you die
I
once,
had the beautiful combined score
the dude comes back like
5,
10 times as strong.
33 and 9. Even though the tutorial did a great job explaining to me the basic mechanics of the game, My macro knowledge and hero knowledge were slim to none. I knew that if I wanted to improve throughout this experiment, I needed to learn more about how Dota is supposed to be played, which is exactly what I did on day 3.
I feel like
After
Dota is
watching
definitely
hours
more
of
difficult than
educational
League.
content on YouTube, I became much more familiar with how
I feel like it's definitely a lot more harder than League, but it's not as fun as League. League is just like so fun to play, you know. That's maybe why like the mechanics and stuff are like really like easy to learn, and but it's just like more casual. I feel like Dota is definitely like
average Dota game plays out in comparison to League. Oh, that makes so much sense. For all the League players watching, here's my
you just
very
need to know so
high-level
much more.
summary of how a Dota game is different.
In League, you're just like, okay, you get in the game, buy your items, go do your thingies, you know, jungle, whatever
League
lane.
game. You've got 3
Destroy.
lanes just like in League, but those lanes are called the off lane, the mid lane, and the safe lane. 2 heroes go into the safe lane, your damage carry and heart support, basically your standard League bot lane. 1 hero goes into the mid lane, which is your mid laner, and 2 heroes go into the off lane, your off laner.
What about jungle?
Soft support. There is no jungle position in Dota. Also, one
Why
side's
not?
safe lane plays against the other side's off lane, as the sides of the map are flipped instead of mirrored like in League. Once I had a basic grasp of the flow of a Dota game, I then needed to see how my chosen hero, Juggernaut, fit into all of this. So I watched
Wait, so
some
you get like a top laner bruiser fight versus like support and AD carry?
guides and discovered that Juggernaut is a melee damage carry who usually starts in the safe lane. I also learned some basic in-game strategies and item builds, yada 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 yada, you get the picture. Even after learning all this information though, my first few games back on Dota were still very rough.
What the hell is that? Okay,
But finally, after hours of learning, practicing, and playing, things finally started to look up for me and the Dota experiment I was on.
what are you doing, sir? Get him!
Easy.
Oh, we're actually doing something. Okay, this is good. I'm ulting. Come on.
Also, another thing, every ability looks the same. You know what I'm saying? It all looks the same. I feel like in League, it's very like you can clearly tell who's using the ability. Maybe it's just because I've played League, but like it just looks
I'm
like
ulting.
what is
on.
happening. They're all like stacked in each other. You know, it looks like you're
so
like
close.
in World of Warcraft.
Okay, we're
you're
6-1. We can do this. We can
freaking
absolutely do
characters.
It was in this first PvP win where I
Like,
really
no
started
clipping
to
in each
understand
other.
what made Dota so unique.
this. Yes! Finally! We won a game of PvP. Oh, yeah.
To be successful, you really needed to adapt to the more fluid style of gameplay that makes Dota Dota. Instead of just sitting in a side lane and farming until eventually getting dropped by 4 enemies out of nowhere,
Ah!
That's literally my first experience. Like I was like,
I
nah,
started
I'm
playing with
leaving.
my
dude.
team, getting
That's
out on
just
the map,
dumb.
and being a part of those important game-winning fights.
Nice. There we go.
Now that I felt more comfortable playing Dota and began to adapt to its gameplay loop, I wanted to see what else this game had to offer on day 4. I thought it was important for me to get a feel for all the different positions in this game and not spend all my time on one hero and one role. And to be honest, I wasn't really enjoying my time on Juggernaut all that much either.
Do I
Uh-oh.
win this? No.
Nope.
Ah, I died to
Report.
a camp. Shit.
Report him.
Shit.
So I decided to hop into PvP and try out a new hero in every other Dota role.
Safe
This
lane
is also when I
difference.
start to realize just how broken all the heroes are in this game.
I'll just ult them. Wait. What is this? What are these abilities, man?
I tried a mid laner named Zeus, who had Karthus' ult, but the damage was instant and there was absolutely no counterplay.
Hey, you guys want to watch you get a quadra kill just by standing here?
What?
A soft support named Spirit Breaker, who had a global lock-on stun.
She can't get away. She can't get away.
What?
I'm coming. Here I come.
Why are they so broken, dude?
Wonk.
A heart support named Jakiro, who had essentially the most broken Rumble ult I've ever seen.
Use my ultimate. Oh, I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh, I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh my god.
And lastly, an offlaner named Dragon Knight, who, as you can probably guess, transforms into a dragon and sets everybody on fire.
The fire burns.
Bro, how is his
He
auto
was
attack
far and away
taking
my
like
favorite hero out of the
1/5
bunch, and I had
1/10
so
of his
much
health?
fun trying him out. He was really easy to learn as well, so right
And he
away I
has
was getting a
ability
ton
power,
of kills,
like,
impacting
stuff.
the map, and helping my team win the game more than on any other hero I'd played.
This is just gonna get
Oh my
quadra kill.
god. Oh my god. I have a
Jesus,
3-second AoE
that's
stun.
nasty. Bro, it kind of feels like if you get ahead in Dota, it's just there's no coming back.
I'd finally found a hero I truly enjoyed playing and wanted to get better at.
Fade away. Woo! Oh, I actually enjoy a character in this game. Yes!
Tied to the tower.
Dragon Knight, I love you.
So on day 5,
Question
my
mark
final
thing.
day of this experiment, I dedicated all my games and time to mastering Dragon Knight. One of the great things about playing Dragon Knight is he built some of Dota's most iconic items, which I haven't even touched on yet in this video.
These items, man, they're so broken.
Blink Dagger, which is that massive flash I talked to you about before.
All right, guys, ready for the power of the Blink Dagger? See
So
that
what's the
right
point
there?
of the summoners? Do you not have summoners? Like you're just gonna teleport? Like what? What is this distance, bro? You're just chilling at the other half of the forest in the fog of war, and you're like,
Hi.
okay, and now you're dead. Hello. Like, what's the
That's an
counter
item,
to
guys.
this?
That's an item for 2,000 gold.
And Black King Bar, or BKB as it's known by Dota players, which has an active ability that's like Cleanse, the summoner spell, except it's continuous and lasts up to 9 seconds. Just imagine a Darius who pops Ghost and then uses his BKB and has 9 seconds of complete CC immunity. Just mayhem. Of course, the end of day 5 was when Dota really started coming together for me. I enjoyed my time on Dragon Knight and actually put up a couple of decent carry performances in this crazy complicated game.
Jesus.
Goodbye. Another W. Look at my score. I went 16, 4,
Spirit
and 14
breaker.
in that game. Oh my god. Like, I'm actually playing well. Yes! It only took 5 days, but we're doing it. We're winning games.
Speaking of complicated, let's ask that question we all came here to learn the answer to. Is Dota harder than League of Legends? As a
Probably.
10-year League vet, I can confidently say that yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And here's why. On both
just
the
so much more
macro
complicated.
and micro level, there's a lot more going on in Dota.
But League is
Macro-wise,
definitely a lot
you
more
have an
fun.
insane amount of fluidity throughout the entire match that you need to keep track of. The increased roaming, wave management techniques, and teleporting from town scrolls open up so many different scenarios and avenues that just don't exist in League. And micro-wise, there
That's
are
like a TF
way
ult.
more things you need to manage. There's minion denial,
Let
which
me just
means
buy
you
a
can
teleport.
blast hit your own minions to deny gold and XP from your opponent. And there's
God
your flying
damn.
donkey, or courier, you need to manage to get your items delivered to you safely, since it can be
How do you
killed
heal
by
if
the
you
enemy
can't
team, locking you
recall?
out of your own items you just bought.
Yo, donkey,
Radiant's courier
bro.
has been killed.
Wait, what?
Is he
what?
dumb?
Why didn't I take my item? What happened?
Why
I
did the
personally
donkey fly
believe
there?
after this 5-day experiment, you can easily make the argument of
donkey's
saying
just like,
Dota is twice as complicated as League of Legends. But
donkey
honestly,
kinda
what
dumb.
matters the most is what all of you, the community, think about this topic. And I'd love to hear your thoughts about Dota versus League down in the comments.
Chat, that was
below.
a fun
I
video.
absolutely love reading
enjoyed that.
comments, hearing all of your guys' opinions, and receiving feedback. So
Yeah,
I'll
like
be
I said,
down there interacting with as
Dota,
many of you as I can.
Harder,
And of course,
League, more
thank you all
enjoyable.
so much for watching. I
For
hope you
sure.
enjoyed this video. And if you want to watch a League of Legends creator actually play League of Legends, then click on one of the videos on screen right now.